I'm getting there.
Okay. Teacher, in the text said that in the beginning nobody eats with ketchup and mustard.
Exactly, that's right. Nobody ate with ketchup and mustard. Exactly, that's it. Number 6, Raul.
Number 6. Louis's lunch doesn't sell hamburgers anymore. Teacher,
Nothing.
False.
false, né?
False. Look at the last sentence of how it all began. Look at the last sentence of how it
Louis's lunch still serves their hamburgers on toast today.
Yes. So the word still is
Still.
what tells you that they continue today, right?
100 years, né? 130.
Can you imagine? These must be the grandchildren of Louis, right? Louis's grandchildren.
2, 3 generations, né?
Right.
2, 3 generations.
Right. If something is doing very well, of course they continue generation after generation, right? Very good.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Teacher, now I arrived home.
Great.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm in the garage, so I will turn off to the signal, okay?
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Isabella, let's see, what did Raul put for number 1? Who brought hamburgers to the World's Fair in 1904?
Fletcher Davis.
Yeah, that's right. Fletcher Davis did. Fletcher Davis did. That's right. Very good. Very good. Raul, number 2.
Where were the Mench's brothers from? They were from Ohio.
They were from Ohio. That's right. Isabella, number 3.
Why did the Menchs use hamburgers at the fair? Because running out of managers at a tá cortado country.
Out of sausages. Out of sausages.
Yes, because they ran out of sausages. Do you know this verb, to run out? Do you know, Isabella, to run out?
Sausages is not sausage.
Yes, actually it is. It's not salsicha, it is linguiça. Okay? And what about the verb to run out? Do you know what it means?
It's
run.
Finish, exactly. To run out is to finish. Exactly, that's right. So to run out of sausages is when they were at the fair and they didn't have any more. And they had clients to buy them, but they didn't have any more sausages. So they invented of putting the ground beef. Very good. That's it. Raul, number 4.
What did Charles Nagrin want to sell at the fair in Wisconsin? Wisconsin.
Yes, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. He wanted to sell meatballs.
That's right. Do you know what meatballs are?
I saw in dictionary it's
Okay.
primitive hamburger.
Okay.
How to
So
say
before you make the hamburgers, you make the meatballs, right?
meatballs, yes.
Okay, so first you make a little ball and then you make the hamburger. That's right.
Like
Very good. Very good. He wanted to sell meatballs, and it was easier to put them between two slices of bread, right? Because to sell them on a plate, if you sell them on a plate, you would need to buy the plate of a plastic plate, and it would be more expensive. So if you put them on a slice of bread here and a slice of bread here, it's easier to sell them, right? Okay.
Easy to
Sell. To sell.
sell. Yes, yes.
Okay. How many possible people invented the hamburgers? Isabella.
4-story.
Okay. We maybe have 4 or maybe 5, but nobody really knows, right? We have 4 stories or maybe 5 stories. All right. And who eats hamburgers nowadays? How?
Who it's different nationalities in the world.
Nationalities.
Nationalities in the world.
Right. So we can say that all the world
All the world, no?
all the world eats them. Right?
Yes.
All the world eats them. When before in the past, maybe the Russians and the Chinese had a, a, a restrictions for American food, but today I think even the Russians don't have restrictions anymore, right, to American food.
And today the artesanal, né?
Yes.
Yes, it's many places. Huh?
In many places, and you have all kinds of hamburgers, right? So I think it was today. Where did I see? I went to Natureto with my friends to eat. Have you been to Natureto in 405? Hello, Manu.
Nice.
I went to Natureto in 405 South North, and they had fish hamburger. So you have all kinds of hamburgers today.
Yes, vegano.
Yes, right. The vegan hamburgers are made from lentil.
Lentil, yes.
Yes.
Teacher, can
Yes.
you speak the number 3 of number 2, because I didn't answer that.
Number 3. Because they ran out of sausages. Do you know what sausages are?
Yes,
And do you know the verb to run out of?
it's like fugir. Yes.
No. This is only run away is fugir, but to run out of is like finish.
Ah,
Run out of. So in the past, ran out of.
It's,
It's
can
when
you repeat?
you don't have any more. So you say, I was going to the party and suddenly we ran out of gas and the car stopped.
Ah, okay.
Understand?
A little.
A little. Let's have another thing that happens very commonly. You are printing a very important paper to give to your teacher at the university. And you are printing, you have to print 25 pages. And when you are on page 20, you run out of paper. No more paper.
I
Oh my
understand.
God. Okay?
Okay.
Now you understand?
Yes.
Okay. So they were in the fair and they were selling bread with sausages. And
Okay.
they ran out of sausages and they said, oh my God, what can we do? And they decided to put the ground beef inside the bread.
Okay.
And so this is how they said that they invented the hamburger.
Nice.
Okay, so exercise 3, complete the sentences. The U.S. Library of Congress says a restaurant in Connecticut invented the first hamburger. This is the U.S. Library, but of course other people said, nah, that's not true, right? Bella, number 2.
Louis's Lunch is probably the oldest hamburger restaurant in United States.
That's right. Louis's, remember? Pronunciation? Like
Louis's.
two
But
S's.
I say Louis's.
Okay, Louis's. Number 3, how?
The 1000.
19, remember?
No,
2.
1904.
Oh,
1904.
1904, World's Fair was in St. Louis, Missouri.
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 People, the way you pronounce double S in Portuguese has nothing to do with the way you pronounce in English. Because this is double S, but it's not in English. It's Missouri. Missouri, yes.
Missouri.
And Missouri is Missouri because it is from French, I think. It is a French word. Okay?
Okay.
Number 4, Manu.
The Menchie's brothers used the hamburgers instead of sausage.
Yes, Frank and Charles Menchie's. That's right, the Menchie's brothers. Very good. Very good. Number 5, Isabella.
Wait,
5.
Charlie Nagrin
Yes, Charlie Green.
wants to sell meatballs at the fair.
That's right. Very good. And Raul.
Oscar Bilby.
Yes.
Oscar Bilby was the first person to put a hamburger on a bun.
That's right. And just for you to remember, okay? Because we talk about different kinds of bread in this story, okay? We have the loaf. This is the loaf of bread, the bread in general. And then they talk about the toast, okay? At Louis's, they serve the hamburger on the toast. So we have the bread and we have the toast. And then finally, the last one, who was, I don't remember who, Billy something. He is the one that puts it on a bun. Okay, so this is bread, this is the toast, and this is the bun.
Bun is the hamburger bread.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. If you say hamburger bread in the United States, they won't understand it as bread. They call it a bun. They don't
Okay.
they don't understand it as bread. Strange, right? For us it's bread, of course. But they don't
Yes.
understand it as bread.
Teacher, the difference of bread and toast is the state of the bread?
Yes, that's all.
Okay.
That's all.
All right.
Okay. So now, you guys, we're going to the books, okay? Page 30. Page 30. Last class, we were listening. We were listening to the 3 people that went to different restaurants. Do you remember?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So we listened to the first one, who was Alexander, and he went to the undersea restaurant with his wife. And he loved it because especially the view was amazing. The food was delicious. Everything was perfect because it was a perfect restaurant for his honeymoon. He was on honeymoon and it was delicious. It was perfect. It was expensive, but it was okay because it was a special date, and so it was great, right? But what was not so good is because they felt a little bad because they were eating fish, and swimming around them were fish. So he felt a little bad to be eating fish with fish swimming around them. And another thing was that in among the other people around him, there was another guest that was sitting at another table that was speaking very loudly, and he complained about everything. Do you remember what complain means, Manu?
Yes, it's discussion.
Yes,
Kind.
to be unhappy about everything, right? Nothing is
Yes.
good. Nothing is good. And so complained about everything. Okay, very good. So now we're going to listen to another of the stories, okay? I think I don't remember anymore where the second story begins, so I think we're going to listen to the first story too. All right? If it's okay with you.
55. Unusual places to eat. 1. Alexander. We were on our honeymoon and we saw some brochures about this restaurant. It was my wife's birthday, so I thought, why not? It's expensive, but you don't find many restaurants like this. It was difficult to get a reservation because it only takes 12 people. When we arrived, we had drinks on the deck above, and someone gave us a talk about how they built the restaurant. And then we took off our shoes and descended down the spiral stairs and into the restaurant. Actually, the restaurant itself isn't very exciting. The decor, I mean. But it doesn't need to be because of the view. It takes your breath away. All around and above your head are hundreds, maybe thousands, of fish, all colors in a blue ocean. I was sitting across from my wife when a turtle appeared just behind her head. In fact, we were so busy looking at it all, we almost forgot that we were there to eat. The food was delicious, fish of course, but to be honest, we felt a little bad eating codfish, surrounded by codfish. There was just one problem. A guest at the next table. He spoke really loudly and complained about everything. We couldn't find anything to complain about. It was the perfect honeymoon restaurant. 2. Tomo. I booked online, of course. It's the only way you can get a table. And I went with my sons. They're 5 and 6 years old, and I thought they would like it a lot. They were very excited. They thought the servers were robots. So when we arrived and there was nobody there at all, they were a little disappointed. But the whole place was amazing. It was like walking inside a computer. So the boys soon became excited again. We picked up a card and sat down at one of the big round red tables. The boys loved the touchscreen TVs. They got the idea immediately and started choosing food from the pictures. While we were waiting, they were texting their mother to tell her how amazing it all was. In just a few minutes, pots with their meals came flying down. The boys couldn't believe it. They were shouting with excitement. We all had steak and salad, and then the boys had baked bananas with ice cream and chocolate. It was delicious. There was an older lady sitting next to us. She was a little confused, so we helped her. She said, I think this is more for young people than people my age. Maybe she's right.
I'm playing again.
Two. Tomo. I booked online, of course. It's the only way you can get a table. And I went with my sons. They're 5 and 6 years old, and I thought they would like it a lot. They were very excited. They thought the servers were robots. So when we arrived and there was nobody there at all, they were a little disappointed. But the whole place was amazing. It was like walking inside a computer. So the boys soon became excited again. We picked up a card and sat down at one of the big round red tables. The boys loved the touchscreen TVs. They got the idea immediately and started choosing food from the pictures. While we were waiting, they were texting their mother to tell her how amazing it all was. In just a few minutes, pots with their meals came flying down. The boys couldn't believe it. They were shouting with excitement. We all had steak and salad, and then the boys had baked bananas with ice cream and chocolate. It was delicious. There was an older lady sitting next to us. She was a little confused, so we helped her. She said, I think this is more for young people than people my age. Maybe she's right.
One more time.
I understand everything, but in the beginning of the audio, I don't understand the first problem he said.
Okay, I'm going to play one more time.
Okay.
2. Tomo. I booked online, of course. It's the only way you can get a table. And I went with my sons. They're 5 and 6 years old, and I thought they would like it a lot. They were very excited. They thought the servers were robots. So when we arrived and there was nobody there at all, they were a little disappointed. But the whole place was amazing. It was like walking inside a computer. So the boys soon became excited again. We picked up a card and sat down at one of the big round red tables. The boys loved the touchscreen TVs. They got the idea immediately and started choosing food from the pictures. While we were waiting, they were texting their mother to tell her how amazing it all was. In just a few minutes, pots with our meals came flying down. The boys couldn't believe it. They were shouting with excitement. We all had steak and salad, and then the boys had baked bananas with ice cream and chocolate. It was delicious. There was an older lady sitting next to us. She was a little confused, so we helped her. She said, "I think this is more for young people than people my age." Maybe she's right. 3.
Okay?
Okay.
Raul, okay?
Ok, teacher.
Okay, that's great.
Olha.
All right. So, which restaurant did he visit? Oh, who is it?
Tomo.
Tomo. Okay. Which restaurant did he visit?
Apostrophe S Beggars Restaurant.
Beggars.
That's right. Apostrophe Beggars Restaurant. Very good. And who did he go with?
His son.
sons.
His son.
Her no.
Yes, her no, his. That's
No.
right. Okay. How old are they? Did you remember? Did you
6 and 7, 6, 5 and 6, I think.
5 and 6? So can you imagine how excited these kids were? All right. What was good about the restaurant?
The food was very good.
Okay.
It's fast.
The place is amazing.
Fast. The place is
The ice cream was very good.
okay. The ice cream was great. What else?
The kids love the touch screen.
Okay.
With no servers, né?
The kids were crazy. They were screaming, "Yay!" Right? Raul, what did you say?
It's a restaurant with no servers, né?
Exactly.
No servers.
Exactly. That's why the kids were screaming, because the pots were coming from the sky.
And it's not expensive, né?
Exactly. It's not
Not
expensive.
expensive.
That's right. And what wasn't so good?
Nobody was there because
Okay,
No have servers.
what did the kids expect? What were the kids expecting? Actually, it was not that it wasn't so good. The kids were expecting something and they didn't.
Servers.
What kind of servers did the kids expect?
Robots?
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
The kids imagined there would be robots because probably their father said, "Hey, we're going to a different restaurant." And so the kids imagined that they were going to be served by robots, but there were no robots. So that's why they were a little frustrated. Okay, good.
Teacher, I have another problem, but not a really problem, but a problem too. That the other table said that this is more for young people.
Exactly, exactly. Older people cannot adapt easily to this kind of restaurant. That's right.
Yes.
Very good. Okay. So and this is about the next question, right? What were the other guests like, right?
Yes.
And the other guests are older people, right? That's exactly it, right? Okay. And you know, Manu, the other day I went to a cafe which is called Café Clarice. Has anybody been to this cafe?
No.
This Café Clarice is in 112 North. 112 North.
Mm.
It's a small cafe. It's very sweet. It's very nice. The owner of this cafe is crazy about Clarice Lispector.
Oh, nice. I like her.
Yes. And she's a very nice person, and she loves to talk about Clarice Lispector. That she's very sweet, and she has servers, but everything is in on a tablet. She doesn't have menus. Everything is on a tablet, and nobody goes to your table to serve you. Everything is on the tablet, and you pick everything there. Only a server is only going to go to your table if you call the server on the tablet.
Ah,
And so,
nice.
yeah, but then like you are saying, right? An older person does not adapt easily there,
Yes.
right? So then the server has to go and explain, look, is it your first time here? Yes, okay. So if it's your first time, they have to give you a lesson. Look, this is for you to touch here, and they have to teach you everything.
Nice.
And I think that in a restaurant like this, if you are an older person, you need a pre-lesson, right? Before you need to
Yes.
have a pre-lesson of how to be served in the restaurant.
Really nice. But did you like the place?
Yes, it's very nice, very nice. The food is good. They don't have a lot of options because for everything to be in the tablet, I think this is good too. Because for everything to be in the tablet and for everything to be easy for the person to access, they have only a few things on the tablet, and then you have access, and everything that they have is very good. So
Nice.
it's very nice, and it's the price is okay. The price is okay, and the owner is very sweet, and she loves to talk. She loves to talk. If you call her to talk, she doesn't stop. Blah 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 blah.
Nice.
Teacher Isabella's no one coughing Asa Norte by cats.
Ah, I heard about that. I heard
Yeah.
about that.
It's a
Very
cafe
different.
for who the cafe has a cat in the cafe.
Yes.
It's a little wait, it's a little room. It's not a room, it's a little space and has cats for adoption.
Yes.
It's very cute. You can uh you like for example, you are there for 10 minutes, you pay 10 reais. It's it's one hell for 1 minute.
Oh, okay.
It's
And,
good.
and and this money goes to help to buy the food for the
Yeah,
kids,
the
right?
food, the sand of the cats, the other things, and the placements also. The food are really good. It has um a lot of candies and like cakes, and I don't like cake very much, but it had a lot of pies, a cookie pie and cheesecake, and it
Uh-huh.
has a store into the cafe. It has like things for your cat, like food for your cat, toys for your cat. It's really cute, and other things too, like paper things. Oh my wait. It has other things too. It's very cool. Cute.
Oh, is the owner your friend? No? I heard about this cafe. I heard about it. But it's very interesting. I like the idea that they have the cats for adoption there, and that you can contribute for them and for their well-being. This is nice. Very nice.
Yes.
People, we're coming to the end of the class, and we are already the end of the week, people. It's time to get ready. And I was thinking of not giving you a topic for discussion for next class. I'm going to give you a break for next class. Let me see, but I would like you to work on something in the workbook. Let me see.
Teacher, we want to listen the Lucy.
Yeah, we are going to listen to Lucy.
Okay.
We have, but the problem is that we have only 2 minutes. I think we don't have time for Lucy.
Okay.
We have only 2 minutes, so we can listen to Lucy next class.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Because we won't have time to work on Lucy, so it's better for it to be next class. So
Okay.
for homework, you can do all, my God, you can do all page 28 in the workbook, okay? All page 28. Articles.
Okay. Teacher, I tried to complete my book and
Whoa.
complete my book. How can I say até parte up to the page we begin, like I begin.
Yes.
But I can't, because I can't do everything because I need to listen some audios.
Yeah.
And I don't have.
Oh, but you remember what I told you? In the back of the book, you have this tag over here. You can enter the site, look at the tag, and you will have access to the audios.
Okay, I will try.
All right. And on page 28, people, it's not all the page. It's exercise 12 only, okay? Exercise 12.
Okay.
All right.
All the page, teacher.
Not all the page. Exercise 12 only.
12, okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. So have a great Easter. Don't eat too much chocolate. Don't eat too much chocolate. Happy Easter.
Don't eat too much.
Yeah, don't eat, but not too much, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, teacher. Have a good
Bye-bye.
weekend.
Bye-bye.
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 Bye-bye.